Hamza with a new crypto video. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be something different that I'm trying out. It's going to be an AMA via Telegram with the CEO of Candela Coin, Mr. Avi Shane, and I'm gonna get on with him live right now on Telegram in my group. So with that, let's get to it. If you guys can hear me, we're gonna continue our AMA and welcome our friend, the CEO of Candela Coin, Avi. Avi, can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great.
All right, Avi. I would love welcome to the AMA, and I just wanna introduce you to the rest of the group. Avi is the
Sure.
CEO of Candela Coin. Avi, can you tell us something? Can you introduce just do an introduction about yourself and how long you've been in crypto?
Right. So I am a serial entrepreneur. I have about 7 years of startup experience under my belt, and I've been in crypto since. Well, I've been involved with crypto in a personal capacity since 2016. Just trading. But as far as actually working in crypto, running Candela Coin, it's been about 13 months right now.
Okay, awesome. So, when did y'all launch the coin?
In August 2020.
Okay, so the coin was launched on August of 2020, right?
Last year. Yes.
And were y'all always on the BSC chain?
So we initially launched the coin on the Ethereum blockchain, but due to community demand and requests, we've launched a second token on the BSC. So we do have two tokens, and I know that sometimes there's a topic for confusion, so I would like to clarify this issue. Um, we have two tokens. One is an ERC20 token, one is a BEP20 token. The reason for that is in our transactive and P2P energy system, the BSC token will be used for transactions due to low transaction fees and speed of transactions. And then the ERC20 token will be used as more of a store of value. People always ask why we have two tokens.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting. Are you guys called CLA on BSC and on the Ethereum chain?
Correct, and all same tokenomics as well. 125 million total supply for each token. And just for those of you who aren't very familiar with Candela Coin, we're a cryptocurrency that's decentralizing solar energy. And our peer-to-peer energy system utilizes blockchain technology, microgrids, IoT devices, so that people in neighborhoods and communities can buy and sell solar energy between each other without having to use the existing electric grid or any sort of middleman, power company, or intermediary of any kind.
So you're trying to decentralize the solar energy transactions.
Right. Well, ideally, actually, energy as a whole, but right now, solar, because it's renewable energy, it's green, it's clean, and we're trying to as a green energy proponent, I think it's important to spread awareness and to sort of help that with that adoption and that shift.
Now, have you got any plans? I know you were trying to build a power grid in, I think was it Austria or Australia?
Australia, yeah, Sydney, Australia.
Okay.
Yes, we're currently doing that. Yeah.
What's the plans? What's the plans with that? What's your time frame on building that grid? And are you gonna build grids in other places?
Yeah, so as far as time frame, it's a little tricky right now because we did start the build out, but due to COVID, extremely restrictive COVID lockdowns in Sydney, Australia, it has delayed progress on building that microgrid in that particular community there. But as soon as those are lifted, which we expect over the next 6 to 8 weeks, we can continue and finish that. And to your second part of your question, yes, we do plan on building in other parts of the world. Um, we believe Belgium and Netherlands are most likely next for our next builds towards the end of the year. And then the US, even though they're a little bit more restrictive in terms of regulation here, we think that we can begin building probably, if not end of this year, Q1 next year, somewhere in the US, mostly like Arizona or Texas. We've been receiving a lot of praise from Texas. Like I said, the US is a little bit tricky with their energy regulations.
Now, when I go to your website, I see a peer-to-peer trading marketplace software. Is that something that you are working on besides the grid?
Yes. So basically, you're going to need a platform in which to facilitate these transactions. So that would be through a web interface or cloud-based software, and then it'd be a SaaS application, software as a service. It'd be accessible through any web browser. At the same time, it'd also be accessible via app that we're building. We actually already built the app, but there's not much functionality yet because of the microgrid hasn't been built, so there's not much you can do with the app right now. But you can go in there and see it, and it's downloadable. Um, but
Eh,
yes, so we are building a a platform so that people can in which to facilitate transactions, so people can see a list of bids and asks and find the best deals, and then based on how much they need, and it connects buyers and sellers. At the same time, we're also working on load management so that people with solar panels can look at their in and out loads, how much they're spending each month, how much their consumption, everything.
now you said it is downloadable on the application store in Apple and Android, or just Android?
Right now, just Android, because there's no functionality yet with this app. It doesn't make sense to pay the big Apple Store fees right now because you can't really use it for anything at this moment. But as soon as the microgrids are built and people actually they can actually use the app for something, then of course we'll make it available for iOS as well.
Interesting. Guys, if you have any questions throughout this AMA, just please ask the permission, or ask if you want to talk, because you are
Or
all
even
muted.
I'm sorry, I'm not my group. I don't want to, overstep it. It's possible, or if they want to type it in the group, I could read it and I could just answer it there. But
Or
it's,
guys, if you
however
want
you
to
want.
type in the group, yeah, that's another option um, to do. Another questions that's interesting. Now on you said you're on Ethereum and you're on the BSC scan. Are you? Can I trade your coin with Uniswap? Is it through Uniswap?
For the ERC20 token is
Yes.
on Uniswap. Yes.
Okay.
It can also be traded on an exchange known as B2B, P2P B2B. We're on P2P B2B exchange as well as Vinvax.
Okay. And can you stake CLA coin?
This you can for the BSC, the BEP20 token. Yes, it's staked. You can stake you can add liquidity to our Pancake Swap pool, and then stake those LPs on Croc Swap. We just recently formed a partnership with Croc Swap for a dual reward farm, so you can earn not only CLA and rewards, very high yields, but also Crocs tokens. But right now, you cannot stake the ERC20 token. There's no LP staking yet. I have not forgot about my ERC20 holders. We plan on building out the staking application and partnering with Geyser, GYSR.io, finalizing that this weekend, and hopefully by Monday or Tuesday next week, which I'm confident it will be either of those days, we will have LP staking available for ERC20.
Oh, that's amazing. Now, you say we can earn Cake, CLA, and Crocs by providing liquidity on Pancake Swap through Croc Swap. Is that correct?
So provide by providing liquidity on in our Pancake Swap pool, you can then take those Cake LPs and stake them on you can stake them on Croc Swap. Correct.
Okay. Because some people were asking about that. Let me see. One second. I just need to type that in. Now I'm looking at your roadmap, right?
Hmm.
And I see that you guys have we're in Q4 right now, right? So
Right. No, we're not. Right now, we're not in Q4.
S- September, October.
Oh, we are. Geez, I didn't realize it's already September. I'm still thinking it's August.
I was,
Excuse me.
I was
Sorry about that.
no, no.
Hey, I haven't gotten enough sleep, I guess. I still think we're in August.
Listen, I feel you on that. Time goes by really quick.
I know.
Do you plan? It says on your roadmap to be listed on one top five exchange, um, uh, to be listed on at least one of the top five exchanges. Is that still something that you're still doing?
Yes, so we are in the process of that. So we have been in talks with Gate. No, I'm sure everyone knows what Gate.io is. We've been in talks with them. They're actually top 10, not top five. So excuse me. So probably not a top five. Hopefully, this top 10 though. We've been in talks with them. There's certain criteria we need to meet first. We were very close a couple weeks ago when we hit our all-time high. We had a lot more liquidity. Right now, we're in the process of getting back to that. Uh, I took a week off Telegram thinking I would be able to get a lot of work done, and I didn't realize that week off Telegram would be so detrimental. We are getting back, so we lost a lot of progress we'd made, but we're steadily getting that back right now. I'm realized I'll be consistent with Telegram and won't take any more breaks on Telegram anymore. Um,
Yeah, being active on Telegram is very crucial to any project.
Yeah, I thought maybe I sometimes it's it hinders your progress as far as getting work done and furthering the project because you have to answer a lot of questions. And I do have a couple of team members to help me with that, but still people like to hear from the founder himself. Um, I thought maybe I would just be able to buckle down and get a lot done, which I did, but I didn't realize that people would not take too kindly to that.
No, I totally agree. As a founder and CEO of a coin, you always have to be active because people always want to be updated, want to see progress, want to see where you're heading. So I know the feeling. I've been there and done that. So you do have plans to be listed on Gate.io, correct?
Yes, you're correct, and we're in the process of you know um, meeting all of their requirements, but we do expect that to be happening pretty soon. So in Q4. So
Okay. And I see another because when you come out with a project or a coin, roadmap is really the the outline of where you're heading, right? And what progress you're doing throughout Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. And I'm looking at your roadmap right now, and I'm asking questions because it's very important that the team delivers on time. And if they don't deliver on time, that's totally understandable, as we all get busy or devs get sick. We have a pandemic on our hand. So, uh, you told me we're in Q4 and Q3. There's some stuff in progress, like mass
mhm.
producing IoT device. Is that something that y'all are done with or y'all in progress?
Yes, so we are in the process of mass producing that. We've already mass produced the solar. We have the custom Candela solar panels, the partnership with Lion Energy. That they will actually be in stores next week, so you'll see them in various solar device and component stores and distributors, and there'll also be online links as well. I'll be posting for that. As far as mass producing the IoT device, yeah, we are in the process of doing that. I haven't updated that to complete because we are still in the product. That's still something that's in progress.
Okay. All right. So we got three to four stuff that need to be done in Q. So you got a busy Q4. That's what I'm understanding.
Correct.
Okay. Um Now I am a huge fan of going solar because I really do love saving the environment, and I do think that solar panels is the future to saving the saving the environment and saving money. And overall, I am a huge fan of that. What's your overall long-term process of CLA? Like, what's your
Well, the
long-term vision?
overall, I guess that you would say that long term or end goal. Well, I guess there's really never end goal because it's never really done. But the long term goal is to complete these build outs throughout the world, to have people all across the world have access to solar energy via our, hopefully, ideally our P2P energy system. But we would like to see other companies do it as well. If we were not against partnering someone like Tesla, if they decided to use their Tesla power walls and actually you create their own microgrids, and we would just be one of the components in their P2P system. We just want to further the adoption of solar energy, really expedite this shift to solar energy, which we feel is inevitable and will happen eventually. But the sooner the better, for the environment. So that's really our end goal, is to help with the shift and increase adoption of solar energy. But like I said, we want there to be less middlemen and intermediaries when it comes to accessing power and energy across the world, especially for communities, sort of like grid, as they call them, grid edge communities that may not have access to the existing power grid or electric grid infrastructure, and also communities that don't even have electricity. It's a way that they would be able to produce their own electricity and be self-sustainable and sufficient.
That's an amazing vision, and I hope you really do get that.
Yeah, and I realize it takes one project or person or coin or team to change the world, and I'm not saying we're going to do that, but if we could just have a small part and in that shift, sort of helping with that shift, that would be enough for me.
Now, how many people are is in your team right now?
So we have 3 partners, including myself. We just hired a director of marketing, and then we have 2 community managers. And of course, we have a lot of contractors like developers, but they're not. They're sort of, we bring them on as needed.
Okay, because this requires a lot of work, and it needs a good working team overall for
Oh,
a long vision. Correct, right?
oh yeah, absolutely, completely agree.
Okay, I'm looking at the charts right now. Now, I did a video earlier on last month, and we hit an all-time high, and
Yeah,
right now
right.
we're
Yeah.
right now we're going down. But overall, I'm really, guys. You guys know that I love good coins. I love, uh, hardworking individuals with a vision. And I think really Avi is one of those guys that are really hardworking. He's always active in the group, in his Telegram group. He did take a break, but it didn't. With BSC coins, you can when BTC or Ethereum or BNB goes down, everything else goes down, and when you're not updating the group, it goes down. But right here, we're at what, $800,000 market cap. Um, they
Just
had
for BEP20, but like you said, it's gone up. It's gone up. I mean, since the beginning of the year, that BEP20 token has gone up actually a few thousand%. If you look at it from where it was like 0.00001 at the beginning of the year. At the same time, yeah, I did take 1 week off Telegram so I could really, focus on forming partnerships, getting these solar panels mass produced, getting them, in the hands of distributors and into stores. I won't be doing that again, but it was my first time off Telegram since I started the project over a year ago.
one second, Alvi.
Okay.
Because I'm recording this AMA, and I'm just trying to see how much percentage you did go up in the past. Um, and guys, like I said, if you do have any questions for Avi, am I saying your name right?
Yes, Avi, that's correct.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, if you do have any questions, you can type it in the chat. So if nobody has questions, I'm really, I do love the work you're doing, Avi, and I'm still really bullish on the project. I keep buying on the dips because I know I'm always, popping in the Candela coin chat to see
Hmm.
what you're saying and where you're going. I mean, the coin right now, it's at a what, $800,000 market cap, really undervalued for what where we're going with this coin, right? Because if you're gonna be listed on a gate.io, right, and you're gonna build a grid and some of the stuff you say that you're gonna do in Q4, right? Because you're gonna have a busy Q4 with IoT devices, the solar microgrid in Australia. I will be watching. I will
Right.
be watching your updates or seeing the updates. And if everything goes
Right.
through, this is really undervalued for the solar panel community.
Right.
Um,
So we already have started building this. So there's a video, there's behind the scenes footage on our YouTube channel of us actually, of what our crew actually building the solar microgrid. And there's also a number of pictures and photos on our Telegram. If you look at our ANN channel, not just the discussion group. So it just, there's just, lockdowns have caused it, a little minor halt to that progress. But, we did start building it out. You can see some of the progress photos and video on our YouTube channel and groups.
okay, so there's a YouTube channel on showing that you guys are building the power grid, right?
The microgrid, yeah.
Oh, the power microgrid. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Avi, for getting on with this AMA. A lot of people requested this AMA from my group. I see nobody's asking questions, unless you
Someone
want.
asked a question. Actually, I'll answer it. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Um, Someone asked, steady growing, but any idea why LP unlocked their Telegram? They give no answers to this. We actually did give an answer to this, but
Oh, okay.
I
I
guess it's
just saw this
sometimes hard.
question.
Yeah, things get lost when we answer, because people constantly post stuff. So, um, yeah. So our LP now is not unlocked. You can see right now that it's very much locked. The reason it was unlocked for a while is because and again, I've said this many times, but people, it's sometimes hard to find it, because it gets lost between all the postings in the group. Maybe I should pin it. Maybe that's what I should do. But anyway, it's not unlocked right now. The reason it was locked for like about a week there is because we shifted. Our LP staking used to be hosted on a DeFi platform called Polaris. They actually just went under. Their team has abandoned the project, and they're now looking to sell their entire trademarks and rights to their platform. So that was not an option to stake there anymore. So we had to unlock it and move everything, and then we formed a partnership with CrocSwap, is where it's now, where we now have our LP staking hosted. So now it's all locked. But yes, there's about a week there it wasn't, and it's because we're shifting platforms. So that's why.
What was the other platform from Polaris to what?
From Polaris, and now it's Crocs Swap.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Croc
CROX
swaps.
Swap.
Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. So the reason it was unlocked because you shifted the LP. Now Polaris just shut down. They just said we're done.
Yep. Yep. The team has completely abandoned the project, and yeah, they're done.
Okay. And I just saw that question. Thank you for seeing that question. I didn't even see it. But thank you for explaining that. But I knew that something must have happened. Like I didn't question the reason it was unlocked or something. I knew you're not rugging a project like this. Um,
No.
we have another question from Carlos. Is there any marketing plans, and what's your plan to bringing it back to all time high price?
Right. Okay. Great question. So we did recently hire. I mean, recently, as in earlier this week, hired a director of marketing named Rahul Bajaj. He is he's just coming off a $25 million acquisition for his last company called Xmode. They're acquired by a company called Digital Envoy that is about to IPO. He was the marketing head behind that company. So he brings, plethora of experience and knowledge that I think we're going to be able to apply and, not only hit our past all-time high of 2 cents, but also, go way above and beyond that. But as far as actual marketing plans, the best thing from marketing, in my opinion, content is king. When you have videos and you have photos, and you have, blog posts, vlogs, everything, that's key when it comes to marketing. What's also key is forming partnerships, and we do have a number of partnerships that we're going to be forming over the next, several weeks that we're going to be coming up. I can't talk about all of them until they're actually finalized, but yes, forming partnerships with a number of crypto as well as solar companies is key, and that's what we plan on doing. And another thing is also, like I said, LP staking for the ERC20 token will be live on Monday or Tuesday. Definitely no later than Tuesday. I can say that right now, definitively. And we're just finalizing a partnership with the DeFi platform for that. And that's going to help really bring the ERC20 token to the same level as the BEP20. So yeah, marketing plan is forming partnerships and creating content.
Wow. Thank you for that. That's amazing. Thank you, Carlos, for that question. Um, other than other than that, I think this AMA should be concluded. Avi, thank you so much for doing this with me and explaining everything about the CLA coin. I recorded
Abs-
this. I recorded this AMA, and I will be posting it on YouTube later on. So,
Thank you. We'll repost it all over our social media as well.
all right. Well, thank you so much, Avi, and we'll stay in touch, man. Thanks.
Absolutely. Thank you, Hamza. You've been great.
Thanks for coming in, man.
Thank you, Carlos, and thanks to the community as well.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll be closing this AMA. All right, guys. So overall, I'm really bullish on this project. Um, bullish on the projects, just because this guy, he's Avi. Me and him been been talking, and he's really working hard. I know he took a break from the project, from Telegram for 1 week, and with BSC swap, that's really important not to you know not to do that, because people need to be updated. As you guys know, there's a lot of rugs, there's a lot of scams on the BSC chain, and on a lot of other chains. We're gonna still see a lot of scams. So I'm glad somebody that's doxed is ready to come out here and explain themselves. As you can see, they're forming partnerships. They're having crypto and solar companies. They have an ERC token staking. You can stake your LP on CrocSwap. Guys, if you have any questions, comments, you can join the Telegram below. I will leave this document below as well, so you guys can have a copy of this one. I'm gonna name it Candela Coin AMA, and I always forget to make it. Let me see something. Copy link. Yep. All right. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you do like this content, please hit the like button below and subscribe. It's your boy Hamza Al Asfar, and assalamu alaikum.